I was outside earlier just go for a walk. It was very, very icy. And I bet you're wondering, are you gonna start production soon? I'll be starting production after I eat some lunch. Later on today, I'm gonna have some lunch. After I eat lunch, I will start production of this thing. I'm gonna maybe start working on it at work today too. Who knows? I might work on it around lunch. But I don't know yet. I actually am a little nervous though doing this because I had never done something like this before in my life. But try something new out. Um, like I said, it might be. Hey, this might be a title card. That's all it might be. It might be a title card of me reading the script. That's all it might be. Um, First things first. Start a new. Start. I mean, I don't have the technology or the equipment here to do what I really want to do. I mean, I don't have proper equipment. I don't even have equipment here that works anymore. Here. I mean, the equipment I need to do it, I don't have anymore to do it. But I'm gonna still try doing it. Eventually, do it. But I'm gonna right now take my time, eat, relax, and start production. Wait, remember how last week we did this before? It starts back in December. Remember we didn't start production. Oh, that's right. I did back in 2012. I started production on something, but it didn't start actually still didn't start going forward until February of that year, that next year. How about wait till New Year's? No, start now. Start working on a concept, the pilot or something, then work on it.
Yes, it cost a crap load of money.
What's a
Yes, I
VisiPop
just
like the
spent the
idea for
last
it?
hour and a
Then
half
I'll let
building
VisiPop,
it.
then
I'm
VisiPop
not
will
sure
be
it's
part of
best
it.
to get the damn thing insured, but it's insured. Now I'm going to start the journey from here in Seattle,
I'm gonna be
Washington, all the
sore,
way
but
across
yeah,
the
maybe I
United
should start working on
States
that.
to Florida. Come and join me. It's going to be one hell of an adventure.
Who knows? But yeah,
I'm gonna
guys,
stop and fill up the thing with.
benzene.
Sure.
So we might be doing that. I might be doing that real soon. Well, if I do that, I'm gonna have people pissed off at me. But you know what though? I don't give a care. I'm going to do it like I said I was gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and that's it. Like I said, I was gonna do one thing. I'm gonna do that one thing soon. I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do. Ooh, I should watch that. That Bradford.
I'm about to go on a road trip about 70 kilometers northeast of the city to see
Well,
an
dude.
unusual.
I'll watch What Dealers right now, then do some other things. But guys, I'm thinking, guys, of doing it.
So we can usually offer
Okay.
our customers
Wheeler Dealers.
and better
You.
financing than smaller companies or contractors.
Other window
No, I don't want to do one with What Dealers. So yeah, guys, we're just gonna goof around, talk a little bit. So yeah, the cartoon will be getting made. I will start working on production, maybe later tonight or maybe this weekend. I need to tell Mike. Yeah, Mike's be surprised. Hmm. Like I said, I start working on production. I'm gonna have people yell at me, say, "You could like this." Yeah, you know what? Though? I don't care if I do it. 'Cause I'm gonna have people pissed off at me. 90.
Jeez, that would have been nice the first time, huh? Donna, come on over here. Good luck to you.
Whaler
All
Dealers.
right, Donna, good luck.
So yeah, I gotta start working on
Say hi.
episodes.
All my babies, I love you.
Thank you. 60. Keep it or spin. Gonna spin? All right, 40 or less. Good luck, Donna. There she goes. 40 or less. 40 or
Okay,
less.
it's not what I wanted.
Donna.
Oh, it's Dream Cars. I want.
Bust the dust. Nice seeing you, Donna. Guess what, Patrick? You're on the way to the show.
It's 22 degrees right now. Episodes.
Trying to get a dollar. He's got $10,000. He's on his way to the showcase. Let's see if he can spin a dollar. Want to say hi? Yeah.
I don't watch this one. This one sounded interesting when I saw it the other day. I was gonna watch it, but I didn't watch it because I was busy with other things. So I'm gonna watch it today because it looks interesting. Small little 4-cylinder motorhome engine, which is pretty neat. But yeah.
I love wheels. Colorful wheels. Glossy wheels. Two-piece wheels. Blackout wheels.
So he's relaxing, guys. Just relaxing, eating. Let's go have some lunch. What's up?
Bronze wheels. Flashy wheels. Steering wheels.
That's overkill. That's overkill.
Bigger wheels. Mini wheels. Massive wheels. No matter what wheel.
It depends on what kind of wheels you get. Even motors don't sell them.
At the That's right.
Look at that!
It's cute.
This time, we grabbed a classic camper. This is the
Oh, that's cute. I wouldn't mind having one of those.
staircase to heaven.
Like he's more power.
Holiday traffic. This is its cruising speed. I've already got a rather embarrassing.
It has a face. That's pretty neat. It even has a face. You can see the eyes and the grill. Make it look like it has a face.
Look at that, brother. Isn't that cool? That is cool.
Oh, it's cute.
Engineering is forcing us in a new direction. I think we should change it for a more modern, more powerful engine and gearbox. But can we manage?
I would turn that into a modern. I put a better engine. I put a four. If I was gonna put a 4-cylinder engine in that thing, heck,
Oh, I love it, love it.
I put a little more power in that little
I'm
car.
Mike Brewer, and I've been buying and selling cars for nearly 40 years. It's rattling, noisy, it's utterly wonderful. Now I've set up shop in Britain's motoring heritage heartland, near Oxford. I can't stop smiling.
Really? So you open up an office in Oxford, England.
Elvis Presley. Come on, hurry up. Together, we're going to buy.
Love this. So do I.
And fix up
You write down that, Amy?
yeah, I'm fine. The most iconic and exciting cars on the market.
Why is it on a trainer? Hasn't run for 30 years.
30 years. With Elvis's engineering skill
Oh my goodness. What a mess.
and my car dealing clout,
Paul,
Being a bit cheeky with your price.
we should be able to make ourselves a tiny profit.
Another happy customer.
Another happy customer. What do you think of camper vans?
I love them, especially the VWs. I mean, I'm well into that, Steve.
Yeah, you can forget that. Those VW camper vans are selling for 20, 30, even 40 grand.
And that's a big
that's
fun.
not bad.
Vacations are all the rage.
That's
at the
cheap.
moment. Everyone wants to holiday in Britain. So I've been looking around.
That's
the
cheap
US.
for
I've
one.
come across this advertised locally for 4.5 grand.
That's an old Bedford delivery van, isn't it?
Well, it would have started life as a delivery van and then it was converted by Dormville into a camper. It's something that me and you, we can work on. We can make it a much more relevant camper for today's market.
Well, yeah, I mean, it just needs a bit of an update, doesn't it? A bit of a revamp. We could sprinkle our magic on that and make it amazing.
It's the best time to sell one in the summertime. So you're up for it then?
Well, at 4.5 grand, I think we should go and see it.
And we can do it right now.
4.5 grand. That's steal.
I know this
I
Bedford
mean,
CA Dormville
around here, those would go. Those would fetch maybe
because as a kid,
25, 30 grand for one of those brand new.
my friends that I used to make on the campsite, lots of their parents had Bedford CA Dormobiles, and I remember playing inside one, thinking they're magical places. I can't wait to see this
I mean,
one.
that would be something cool. That's Class B for the UK, not us. We wouldn't be able to use them.
The Dormobile camper van
Actually,
was produced
looks like a milk truck to me.
at the Porter coach building factory in Kent. Just as camping holidays started to take off.
Maybe I want to have one.
And the company soon changed its business and rebranded as Dormobile. And for the next 3 decades was the UK's leading motorhome producer, converting more than 10,000 CAs a year, a lot of beds on wheels.
Okay.
The last couple of years there's been a huge rise in the amount of people wanting to get a motorhome. That is a really healthy market.
That's been like this since 2020 due to the coronavirus, man. You can't go to a hotel, so you have to use it. Remember when you used to go to camp? Yeah, that week no TV. That weekend no TV, no radio. We had radio.
Because that's where the market's going to be strongest. And that means whatever work needs to be, need too much doing to it. The current Dormer owner absolutely loves it, but he simply can't do the work that it needs himself. Forcing him to sell, and he's devastated.
I might wear a month. Maybe I should do that one of these days. If someone said do the 1780s.
Private car park with the keys.
I don't have a Sonic shirt. I don't have a Kubert shirt, so it don't work.
So emotionally attached to a vehicle because.
Cuphead and his pal Mugman, they like to roll the dice. It's cute.
Hello, I'm Mike. So nice to meet you. Oh, I can't stop smiling.
It's cute.
No, I've just noticed it's actually been hand painted. A little bit of rust at the bottom of the door. This looks like it's had a patch repair. Here, kind of typical of a vehicle at this age. Look at that, Dormobile Limited Folkestone, little chassis plate. And it's got all the trim pieces all the way across the front. Really important on a vehicle like this. It's all the bits that are difficult to get get. This, believe it or not, is the engine hatch. It's tiny. That's a real surprise for a vehicle from the 1960s. There's no signs of oil leaks. I mean, it's just dirty. It is the most simple,
Wow.
basic of vehicles. I've got to stop smiling every time I look at it. I've got to stop. Right, let's have a look inside. Look at
Wow.
it.
It's cute.
Dashboard, 3 on the tree or 4 on the tree steering column. So the seat moves across, this one moves across, and then you fold the seats down. They meet these 2 seats in the rear, and that's your bed.
Oh,
Absolutely brilliant.
okay.
In the back.
It's cute, but it's small. I turn it into a. I strip the thing out, use it as a van.
This stuff is original. Right. It comes down and then raise the roof. Oh,
I wouldn't mind having one of those.
look at it.
If I was in Top Gear, I'd take that.
Inside.
I'd take something like that to.
Yes, look at that. Honestly, I feel like an estate agent. I'll be able to sell it for a fortune. It just smells really bad. I think it's this plastic. I think the plastic's gone all rotten. Now this, big surprise, what is it? It's a full-size toilet and bathroom. No, it's not really. It's just a nice little wardrobe. Yes.
Cooker.
Little burner as well.
I think that would work great for me.
It's just wonderful.
If I was going to go camping, I'd take that with me.
Let's make sure it dries well. Yeah, baby! It feels like it's alive. It feels like it's got a character, a personality. It's proper. It has to have a name. It's Colin. That's what it is.
Colin?
Colin the camper.
No's next. You say Colin. Gonna call Colin first.
Suits it absolutely perfectly because Colin seems like a very happy camper. But of course, when you're going on holiday, you need cruise mode. So let's make sure. Third.
And over gear.
Go back into second. And then that's third. Ah. Right. He said that he changed the gearbox. What he's done is only put a 3-speed in it instead of a 4-speed because it was 2 different flavours of the Bedford TA. The 4-speed, being a Dormobile, is a vehicle that's got long legs. You can cruise on the motorway. But they also did a 3-speed version which was just bombing around cities. But this is hopeless. I'm only doing just 40 miles an hour and this is its cruising speed. I've already got a rather embarrassing line of traffic behind me, but this is as fast as I can go. Sorry. But if I can put that to one side just for a minute, because I'm a big guy and I've got plenty of room in here. It's nice and comfortable. And it feels good to be in Colin the camper. I utterly love
Okay,
it.
pizza will be here in half an hour. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this.
Where are you going to find something as charming as this?
Orders.
Obviously, there's a lot to do.
Most likely, I'm gonna watch that instead.
5 seconds up here on the clock for you. Thank you.
Junkyard
45
Empire.
seconds, your job is to put the right price tag to the prizes. So grab the one that says 1308 and grab that. Go
Resume.
ahead and grab it. Then we have.
We had to take off the rear hatch. We had to take off the entire rear bumper and lower balance.
There's the other half.
Clear? All right, clear. Now we can get in there and pull the transmission out so I can access the clutch. So I'm thinking if we just pop these side bolts out to hold the cross member in, we can lift this up out of the way, slide the trans out, we're done.
Yeah, no,
That sounds
easy
good.
enough, man.
Call Ford up. I tell Ford to do it for me.
We got
Those
one
two.
more over there and that's it. And now this should lift up and yeah, that should slide right out.
Some of them are pretty tight. That's definitely a lot of pressure on there. Probably not a good idea to take that out.
Andy wants to pull out this crossbeam that supports both of the shock towers. There's a lot of pressure from the suspension on this thing. I'm afraid if we take that brace out, the back half could actually cave in.
I don't think so.
Huh?
I think the bolts are.
You don't think your car will fall in that? Just our boat. It's his car, and he's the boss. I just hope this thing doesn't come crashing down when we pull this piece out.
I have no income from YouTube. YouTube's just for fun.
This
Hey
could
Tyler, you want to
be
do some
more
of this?
expensive.
No thanks. We're gonna some.
I said fold in half yet. I think we're probably all right.
Needs a little help. Right there. There you go.
Boom. There we go. I'm gonna throw a little bit in there.
Tommy had his doubts. He thought the frame was going to go boing when I pulled it out, but I know what I'm doing. Pulled it out, no problem.
With everything out of the way, we can finally pull the transmission out. And of course, here comes Andy rolling in a nice big old tractor. Why am I not surprised? He's got all the toys. This is going to make
Most
our
of the
job
toys.
a whole lot easier.
You gotta get straight over the top of that, or it's not gonna work.
I'm going to try to make a knot and fix that.
Should be alright.
That knot ain't coming out.
You do have the bolts out?
All the bolts are out.
That's good. We're off, buddy. Okay. What about? Easy enough. Serious clutch.
Two plates.
Yeah.
We are taking out the actual clutch assembly and flywheel, and then we're going to see exactly how burnt out this baby is.
Oh, you're gonna have to get that flywheel resurfaced, brother.
Yep, that flywheel needs to come off. That needs to get resurfaced.
Yeah, that thing's spent, brother.
This is done.
We took the clutch off, and as I thought, it was completely fried. You can see it's coming apart, and these are the rivets. So when it gets down to the rivets, you're done, and as you can see, they're down to the rivets. This is a dual disc setup, which normally regular clutches are single disc, but they threw another one in here because it's got so much power. So we know the first disc is fried, and there's a second disc, which is also fried. So it definitely needed a clutch. It was done. I don't think there was a light on the dash that said clutches are on. When I get the new clutch in, I can put all that back on, the flywheel back on it. I can get as much done as I possibly can, and then obviously I'm going to need these guys to come back down and help me slide everything back together. I'll get this turned, and we'll put it back together.
I'm really excited about Tommy and T2 fixing up the Mirage. If I get this thing sold for $60,000, Andy's gonna go nuts. All I need is Tommy to start putting this thing together for me.
Does that work?
Yeah, I think so.
With Andy pulling me over to his house to work on the GT, I really hadn't had a chance to even look at this Cadillac yet. T2 and I are going to give this thing a once-over and see what it needs.
Wipers on the door.
That's weird.
Man, what is this POS, and why are you working on it?
For some, a second chance seems too good to be true. But with devoted shelter care and the right nutrition, second chances are real.
I don't need this even on. It's bright enough and already here.
every day.
I'm just doing this to kill time. I'm just trying to get some views in.
To a shelter pad. At Hills,
I'm trying to get 3,300 subscribers, okay? But when I get 500 subscribers, I will actually buy Mr. Beast Burger, guys. I'm not kidding. But yeah, I need to work on that. If I work on a cartoon and it does good, then I'll ask my buddy if he wants to put on Facebook for me and make some money. I know how Raven does it. I know how Raven does it. Where she puts a picture of someone and does all that work. But Tyler, as long as you have your script, you're gonna be fine. Yeah, you're right. I might work on that cartoon later on today, but yeah. It's melting, so that's good. Wait for the. So tomorrow, I'm gonna go to work. So maybe this weekend, maybe I'll work on it this weekend. So, I might work on it tonight. If it's on TV tonight, I might work on it tonight. Wait till I get home, watch a couple things to watch.
They get comfortable anywhere and spread germs everywhere. Wherever they rest, protection. Nothing kills more viruses, including the
I get work tomorrow, so I'm gonna get up like with Mom. Tomorrow I'll go to work.
What's inside Airborne? A cost of immune support.
Hey Mike. What's up? How'd you? I didn't leave the house at all yesterday. I left the house once yesterday. Get some air.
The #1 immune support gummy and effervescent brand.
I don't know anything. I just want to work. Go home.
What is this thing? Your dad dropped it off. For what?
Man, you don't know what this is?
It's a piece of crap is what it is. Get it out of the shop and
This is one of 200 Cadillacs ever made, man.
Who's telling you these things?
Bob, he came in, he dropped it off. He said, this is your new hot moneymaker of the week, man.
I love my dad, but he really needs to keep it living to me. I know every car that comes into the yard because I bought it. And if there was a moneymaker in there, I would have flipped it.
So look, Bob says this is one of 200, a Cadillac Mirage.
So now he's got everybody believing that this junker's worth some money, and he's wasting everybody's time fixing it up. This is not a Mirage, it's a freaking flower car. It's an old Coupe de Ville they cut the back off of. They call them Calais. It even says Calais right on the freaking windshield. I mean, come on. Calais is basically a Coupe de Ville that they cut the back off of, use it for a flower car in funeral processions. What does he have you guys working on?
He dropped it off to us. I've never seen it. I didn't even know they made one. I never even heard of it.
It's nothing. This is stupid. Why does he have it here?
He came in here all excited. He's gonna make all this money. This is so rare. It's one of 200. I feel really bad because Bob was so excited about this project. I mean, he truly thought this thing was a diamond in the rough, and he was really gonna impress Andy with it. Man, I mean, it's worth something, but not anywhere near what he thought.
I mean, the thing's different.
I mean, it's not in that bad a shape. The car actually runs. It is kind of a cool little Cadillac. There's not a lot of rust or anything.
You know what you do? Just rat rod it out. Well, rat rod is a car that basically do what you can with what you got. So if you don't have a lot of money, you make your car into a rat rod. Paint it flat black. Don't do any body work. Put some red wheels on it. Big white walls. Just make it look rat rodding. We'll try and sell it that way.
I like that, man. That's cool.
Do not tell my old man that it's not a Mirage. Let him keep thinking that. I'm going to ride him good. My old man thinks it's like one of 200. I cannot wait to mess with him now. It's perfect.
This is going to be great. You know why I'm calling you? Dropped the transmission off like almost 4 months ago. The part of my job I hate the most is having to track down unpaid bills. Now, none of that matters to me. I just need to come by and collect. We're a small business, and we deal with a lot of other small businesses in this area. Sometimes cash flow gets a little slow, so we try to help people out when we can because we know what that's like. We'll extend credit to them, maybe work out a payment plan with them. We feel that it's good karma for us. It helps keep the cash rolling. But sometimes these guys try to take advantage of us. What's going on there, boss man? Just paying bills. You know that trans we dropped off that you said you'd let him make payments on? I did? Yeah, you did. I don't know why. You must have thought this time of weakness. So I went out on a limb. I talked to Andy about giving this guy some credit. Now I feel responsible because he's not paying the bill. How long's it been? Almost 4 months. Go get the money. And if you didn't have the money, get our car back. That's BS. I ain't fun. I'm not a bank. I told him I was going to come by and collect myself. He told me he was going to lunch, which I think is bull. Right. So, you know, go over there and collect. All right. I'll run over there myself. Yeah. Tim's a muscle. When money goes missing, he's my guy.
Okay, so here soon.
He's a good guy to have around the yard. What's going on, man? I want to talk to you about the transit we dropped off. We approved the car yet. Customer hasn't paid me. So I'm not paying you. Well, you get paid or not, it doesn't matter. I got to get paid. Yeah. So I either need the car back. I ain't giving nothing back. You got to pay you when I pay. I either need the trans or I need the money. Get off my property. You gonna throw me out without giving me the trans or the money? Yep. We're not done. We're not done.
Whispering your ass.
Figured if I came by instead of just sending a driver, he'd pay me. Didn't work out that way. You wouldn't think it'd be that way since we were nice enough to let the guy have the transmission kind of on credit because he said he was a little slow. But sometimes you get a guy who just wants to be a deadbeat. You know, he wants to take advantage of somebody who's trying to help him.
I'm not a deadbeat.
Exactly what we got going on.
Actually, I'm not a deadbeat. I'm a nice guy.
I'm back in my garage. I got the clutch. I got the flywheel. I'm getting ready to put everything in this thing. I hope to have it running by the end of the day. All right, so I'm putting all the flywheel bolts back in the flywheel. We're going to zip those down, and the bolts have to be torqued in sequence, and they have to be torqued between 75 and 85 pounds for each one. So these get them in the hole, and then we grab a torque wrench, put the torque wrench to 75 pounds, which it says on the sides, and when we put these down, you're going to hear a click. Or we do like a star. All right, now that all these are snug, we go ahead and we listen for our click. There's one. Something's wrong there. Uh-oh. This is not good. If I keep yanking on these things and I pull it and the bolt breaks up in there, I might have to take the motor out. That should have clicked by now. I do not want to go there. This doesn't feel good at all, man. I am not happy.
With the timeless protection of ADT, it's safe to say...
Hey Google, unlock the front door.
Or it's safe to say... With ADT, it's safe to say... When you've helped save more lives than any other home security brand, it's safe to say there's a reason millions of people trust ADT to help protect what matters most.
Bon appetit, my friends. This is an ode to Dijon mustard. Meals deserve to be savored, which is why Grey Poupon is my favorite condiment for this sandwich charcuterie board. First, my smoked salmon and Dijon herb egg salad tartine. The white wine in the Grey Poupon goes perfectly with these ingredients. Second, my ham and brie sandwich. You better believe I'm gonna finish it off with a healthy smear of Grey Poupon Dijon mustard. Brought to you by Grey Poupon.
It's 19 outside. That's what it is now.
Trish and Diana can stop the
Hi guys.
for home decorating content every Christmas. But when the whole season is about going over the top, it's easy to go too far. Remember this crazy at Christmas.
Ow. Okay, alright guys, out of here. Just try to stay warm. Okay, I'm freezing.
Download the app today.
Maybe you should.
The comfort of Quilted Northern.
I might
You
do
return
7-Eleven.
home to the comfort of your childhood bedroom.
I think this was a good idea. Do 7-Eleven.
There's nothing else you'd rather see.
You serious? Yeah.
No offense, Mr. Carls.
Or eat. I don't know.
How you stage you come back? You play as a team.
16? No, 18. No, it didn't work.
Be responsible and look out for your friends and family. When we raise a glass of water, we raise each other up.
Thinking about that.
That should have clicked by now. I gotta pull them out and look at it. That's not right. I got the flywheel in, I'm starting to reassemble this thing, and what happens? It just doesn't feel right, man. Uh-oh. This is not good. I gotta take that back out. You cannot snap these bolts inside this crank, because it will be the biggest job to get them out. So I'm trying to be as easy as I can with them, but I definitely feel like I'm putting more than 75 pounds of pressure on it, because if I had to guess, I'd say these bolts are stretching. And you'll be able to see it in the threads. Maybe we should have gotten new crank bolts. A lot of bolts are one-time use only. Oh yeah, bolts are bad. You can just see it plain as day. This one actually has a mushroom to it. It narrows in the middle. It's the bolt stretching, making it actually longer than it is. I gotta get new bolts. These are done. If that thing would have snapped in there, I would have played hell getting the rest of that thing out of there. It could have been a catastrophe like no other. You might have had to pull the motor out of it. If I didn't stop and check these bolts and I kept on yanking on them and one of them broke, my $2,000 clutch job would have turned into a $20,000 engine job. I do not want to go there. I'm going back to Ford, getting some bolts for this thing. Do it right.
Bobby didn't do his homework. Car's not rare at all. Just a normal Cadillac they cut up and put this bed on. Kind of sucks that it's not like a cool piece of history, but it'll be a fun project to rat rod it out. I know Andy said no body work, but man, the quarter panels on this thing are so wavy you could surf on them. You gotta take at least some of the big things out. I don't think they make a longer file board. This is like the longest car door I have ever sanded in my life.
It's a big door.
It's a big car.
Looks straight. Seat's a bit ripped up.
Yeah.
That's an Andy call.
Yeah, let me hit him up and see if he wants to get that reupholstered. I don't know how far he wants to take this joke. What else? We got wheels, tires.
I can just paint the wheels red.
Paint the wheels red.
Steel wheels.
Okay.
He wants to ride it out.
And this is pretty much it. Just this. Then we got to prime it.
A little bit of primer and tape it up. Number 5 is ready to load up and go to the paint shop by this afternoon.
Make sure that's still what's going around. So.
Roddy just got back. He was not at lunch. We got into an argument. He slammed the door in my face. Real. So much for Tim being the muscle. I sent him out to go collect on an unpaid invoice, and he comes back with nothing. The good news is, I think I saw our transmission sit right in front of his bay door. You sure it's ours with our marks on it? Looked like ours. I didn't stand there and study it, but really? He just left this thing sitting right outside of his garage? I couldn't believe it. What a dumbass. Why didn't you pick this thing up? Man, I was by myself. I'm not picking up any 200-pound transmissions. Danny! Go with Timmy, and there's a trans laying on the ground. Help him put it in the truck and bring it back to us. It's gonna be a grab and run. Listen, listen, let him call the police. It's our transmission. Let's get him for stolen goods.
Oh, I do like to grab it on nothing. We're gonna grab it and load it up. What's he gonna do?
Well, bring our trans back, that's all. All right. And mark him in the computer as being already did that. I'm not sure how receptive he's going to be to me coming back again, since he got pissed and slammed the door on me the first time.
Hopefully we just back up and pick it up and roll. No problems.
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping he has the money. I prefer the money.
Hey, Bob, what's up? Bob keeps blowing my phone up. He is just bugging me about getting this Cadillac done. And, you know, I hate lying to the guy. Just, you know, another day or two, man. We've been pretty hammered here at the shop, and, you know, we got a lot to do. We had to order new tires for this thing because the tires are dry rotted, so they won't even be in for another day or two. But, man, we'll get it done. We'll get it over to you as soon as we can. I can only put him off for so long until he shows up and realizes what's going on, and I definitely don't want to be caught up in the middle of this one. Okay, buddy. All right, I'll let you know as soon as it's done. All right. Yeah, I hear you. All right, see.
Tommy might not like keeping the truth from my dad. I think it's hilarious. Still, even a rat rod requires a little bit of work. This beast is ready for some paint.
All this black paint that's already on the rear bumper is not me. Just saying.
This bonus?
Yeah. Or whoever the last clown was that painted it. That was not me. My tape job was much better than that. That's all I'm saying.
Glad you decided to rat this thing out, because it's got some rough spots.
That back quarter, when you rub your hand across the bottom, feels like a garbage bag full of broken drywall. T2 got the primer on this thing. It's looking fairly straight, and now the caddy is ready for a fresh coat of black matte paint.
I stopped by the Ford dealership and picked up some new flywheel bolts. I was really surprised they had them. I was afraid I was going to overstretch the old ones. I'm doing my final torque sequence on the flywheel. That's it. Make sure my alignment tool is in and smooth so we can bolt this right up to the flywheel. Set the clutch up in there. Grab a bolt. I got 9 bolts to put in to hold the clutch onto the flywheel. This project's a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be, but a couple of bumps in the road isn't going to keep me from catching it.
I'm gonna turn this off in a minute.
All right. It's time for the transmission. I gotta call the boys to get them down here. Give me a hand.
I don't know, man. This is a big chunk of stainless, and it's an eyesore now. But the
It
car's
is an
all
eyesore, man.
matte black.
I'm not sure what we're going to do with this bed in the back. We're going to have to get creative to really go with the rat rod theme. Because a bed full of flowers isn't really rat rod. We just make it go away. We just build a tonneau cover.
I like that idea.
Yeah, then it would look more like, you know, the actual Mirage version. Tonneau cover it is. Let's measure this puppy up.
All the way to the window.
Yeah. 78 roughly. So 59. Alright, so we're gonna have to do two pieces. It's too wide. A piece of box or something for support in the middle. And then just cut it, paint it, screw the thing on, and call it done.
I like that.
This will be a pretty quick and cool way to finish off the back of this rat rod. Now we just have to put a support piece in the middle. We'll trim this guy and then we'll tack it to the aluminum. Make sense? Measure everything out and then cut out our aluminum. Let's see how close we are here. That works good. Okay.
Nice.
Let's trim up this back piece. You got the measurements for that already? Nice. I just need to come up with something for this back, and we are good. The back of this is kind of a hack job. I'm going to use a piece of plastic filler in there, and we'll trim it out. All right. Just need to jigsaw that puppy out. That fits better. Jam a couple of screws on this. Yep. That'll fix it. It's probably good now. You ain't gotta go crazy. Just trim it to that. Okay, that's pretty good. Just make sure our outside edge is where we want it. Gotta trim it out. Screw it down. And paint it up.
Hey Z, what's up?
This cover doesn't look bad for a couple hours of work.
Yeah, Z? I'll talk to Z later.
Stick
I'll
rat rod.
talk to Z later. We can tell him.
Alright, here we go. I'm gonna rock and roll. Yeah, that's it. That's definitely it. You weren't kidding. This idiot did leave it right out front.
You need to go.
Who's on it with Jardians?
We're 25 million prescriptions strong.
We're managing type 2 diabetes and heart risk.
We're working up a sweat before coffee.
And saying no thanks to a Boston Cream.
Jardians is a once daily pill that can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults who also have known heart disease. So it can help save your life from a heart attack or stroke. And Jardians lowers A1C.
Jardians can cause serious side effects including dehydration, genital yeast or urinary tract infections, and sudden kidney problems. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may be fatal. A rare but life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardians and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardians with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Lower A1C and lower risk of a fatal heart attack? We're on it.
We're on it with Jardians.
Ask your doctor about Jardians.
The air quality in your home, invisible to the naked eye, on display for the Shark Air Purifier. CleanSense IQ monitors, reports, and auto-adjusts to improve air quality. A NanoSeal True HEPA filter captures allergens, smoke, and airborne droplets that can carry coronavirus. And Shark's multiple powerful fans quietly purify up to 1,200 square feet every hour, automatically improving air quality. The Shark Air Purifier. Clean air confidence on display.
Our passion for protecting vehicles started in 1934. And we've been pushing the limits of performance ever since. We innovate with the times and have the right filters to fit your needs. It's a trust we don't take lightly. Yeah, we've been around the block, but our journey is just beginning. Brand for the road ahead.
You are a product of all who came before you.
I lived in the shadows. But now, it's time to show them who I really am. I'm ready. Marvel Studios' Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Rated PG-13.
Amsoil runs on freedom and has since 1972. We changed the industry by formulating the first API-qualified 100% synthetic motor oil. The rest of the market has been trying to follow our lead ever since. But a head start is a head start. We punish our products firsthand in our world-class laboratories and beyond. Because some things can't be learned from a test tube. Run with us.
What's it like working for the Coens?
It's all my money, so just don't spend it.
Ooh, baby. I would never spend all of your money.
Bobby and Andy are a good team some of the time, but sometimes it's a disaster. You're out of your mind. Oh,
I got this.
They both think they are in charge, and it's totally not true.
I'll set it up. All right.
All right, Tim. Set that up for me, will you?
Danny, Tim, me, we're running this place.
Please stay at the warehouse.
Now I got my help telling me to stay out. What good am I here?
Exactly. I've been saying that for years.
I don't really see either of them doing any work.
Nah, I don't want to get involved. I got to worry about breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Come on.
Didn't even offer me lunch. Is it lunchtime yet?
Andy's best trade now.
Andy's best trait, I think, is probably his ability to see the diamond in the rough.
I can't believe somebody would throw this away. Look at this thing, man. My wheels are turning right now as to what else we can build after this one. If there's something Bobby does better than Andy, is having more fun.
Man, what the hell is going